listen to the next video coming up. Just listen to the extract of what's being said. The horrific detail of what actually took place. I've just heard this and it has absolutely shocked me. As I said from before, that I do not trust the leadership that we have in terms of Keir Starmer. He has no humanity. I've said that publicly and declared it publicly. He's got no humanity. You cannot have a leader. You cannot compare him to Trump. He has no humanity. He's not called out what should have been called out. Look at the comparison. Now the thing is, the detail, 132 times slashed, one other child was slashed 80 times. Not only that, an attempt was made to sever the head of the child. How evil can you get by attacking a vulnerable person and not just taking their life, but doing it in such a satanic way, devilish way that has got no consideration for human life? This kid should be given capital punishment. You cannot get out of what you have done, and you're going to have to answer that to God Almighty himself. You've taken the lives of these beautiful angels, angelic children. You have robbed us. You have robbed life. There is no excuse for it. We cannot accept it. Overall, we must learn from this, and the learning is, my learning would be from anybody but that voted Labour. Do not vote for this leadership that has no humanity, that does not call out evils as they should be called out, that is prepared to go to parties after laying wreaths, that is not showing any concern for human life or any concern for what really has happened or any remorse to the families, or even publicly declared the disgusting nature of what took place back then. We need to we don't even know. We need to protect ourselves, I believe, to some point. Not only that, we don't even know if this was part of a calculated attacks on other schools that were going to take place. We should have been alerted. We should have had this as a terror alert. In fact, everything was hushed. Certain politicians that were asking the right questions were told to be quiet. Not only that, evil is evil. We call evil out for what it is, and those evils that people commit in the name of whoever or in the name of whatever, they must be given rough justice. And rough justice, I believe, is capital punishment. There's no other excuse for anything like this. Capital punishment, or loose him out in the public and let the public deal with him. Because if I'd have got hold of him, I don't know what I would have done. Listen to the next extract, as explained, and I'd love to hear your views.
By the time he got to that party, he would have known that one of the girls had been slashed 122 times, another one 80 times. On that day, Jonathan, I didn't know the vile nature of the wounds inflicted by that piece of vermin. But when I saw I saw the Prime Minister doing what he did when he laid his flowers, and I was appalled because I could see women behind. I don't know if you remember this. There were women standing in the crowd behind him in tears, exclaiming to the Prime Minister, please do something to protect our community. The footage that you're showing now doesn't show what happened behind the Prime Minister, but on the day I saw that. And now to discover that actually he went on to a party, and by the time he got to that party, he would have known that one of the girls had been slashed 122 times, another one 80 times, that an attempt had been made to sever the 6-year-old's head from her body. He would have known all of this. When I heard the sentencing and I heard this all disclosed, was it yesterday? I was sickened. I mean, I was literally sickened. I felt like throwing up. And the Prime Minister could lay his wreath and move smoothly, seamlessly onto a party. There's something not right. And even now he's in denial. For God's sake, it's out in the open. We know precisely what happened. Call it for what it is, Prime Minister.